Hi IT lovers of my classes, welcome back to Web Edit in VS Code and Programiz.com. This is a Trilingual tutorial Web Edit Python number 3, part 3. We have already practiced Fibonacci sequence, some simple string variable, numeric variable, dictionary alone and in a function, if statement with my jewelry online shop as example, happy birthday function, the logical operators, and the two simple flowers of life and golden ratio drawings. Now, come on, let's go further. I will tell you what we're going to do in French, English, German, and in Python. All right, let's do this. Right, let me tell you what we're going to do now in German first. Heute sehen wir uns den Unterschied zwischen List, Set, Frozenset und Tupeln an. Dann auch den Unterschied zwischen if-else, if-elif-else und if-elif-return mit einfachen und lustigen Beispielen. Okay, now in English today we will see the difference between list, set, Frozenset and tuples. Then we will also see the difference between if-else, if-elif-else, and then if-elif return with easy and funny examples. Donc en français, aujourd'hui, nous allons voir la différence entre ce qu'on appelle list, set, Frozenset et tuples. Ensuite, nous verrons aussi la différence entre ce qu'on appelle if-else, if-elif-else et if-elif-return, avec des exemples faciles et amusants. First of all, let me get rid of this one. So we can start at line number 1. We are just gonna give in some, fruit list. Let's start with, traditional fruit list, like, of course, list 1. I'm gonna do it like this. And for list, because we start with a list, we need the square brackets. And then we give in like orange. We don't forget the comma, banana, banana, orange, kiwi. Let's get an apple here inside. And then, of course, we don't forget, to add the single quotations. And then we get here a second list, fruit list number 2. And here we're going to get some exotic fruits. How about that? Okay, this is what we call list. We have 2 lists here. What we have to know about the list is that they are ordered, changeable, and they allow duplicates. Okay, let's first print the 2 fruit list. Okay, we're going to write here fruit list 1, and then comma, fruit list 2, and now we can see. So we have both lists printed, as you can see. Okay, now how about we print the type so you can see that it's a list. This one is also important to know. Print, we want the type of, for instance, we have to choose one of them. We're going to choose the number 1 or the number 2, it doesn't matter. Let's say here list 2, for instance. Both are the same. We run, and it's going to tell us that it is list, class list, as you can see here. Now let's say we want alphabetic order sort the fruit list 2. So we print fruit like this. Okay, let me now comment this part, and I just leave the type and the sort. Yes, I want to print the second list. So we gotta print here fruit list 2. Now that we have scripted before that we want to sort it. Now we want to see it sorted. Of course, we want to make sure that it is correctly typed. And then, as you can see, it is sorted. Now, the C is in front, Chirimoya, Coco, Goyava, Mango, Papaya. This is now in alphabetic order, not like, the first list we wrote. You can see the difference. Now, let's say we want to print the index of list 1. Let me just print some random index like this one, fruit list. We want the number 1. And then we want, let's say, the index of, let's say, index 2 and 4. We run, and we got an N. As you can see here, the index 2, 4 is N. Why is it N? Because when we go back to the fruit list 1, we have index 0 because it starts at 0. So apple is 0, and then orange is 1, banana is 2, and kiwi is index number 4. So for the first integer here, 2, it is the word banana, 0, 1, 2, and then the N stands for index 4 in the word banana. In count, B is 0, A is 1, N is 2, A is 3, and then the second N is 4. As you can see, I have printed 3 more for our list, but right now we go back to VS Code to do that. All right, here back to VS Code. We are going to see the printing of the word kiwi, because this is another way of finding the index of a word. Here is by the integer, and here it's by the word. I have already copy pasted the name of my file here. We are on terminal bash. We just press enter, and we're going to get the result. Okay, now here it's V for, the print fruit list index 2, 4. It's V this time because it is the list number 1. And number 1 list has this word Goyava here. And it is the letter V, which is the index number 4 of the word Goyava. Goyava being the index number 2 of the list number 1. And 3 here, as you can see in the terminal bash, the number 3 after V stands for the index of the word kiwi. Kiwi is in the list number 2, and it is the index number 3 because we start at 0, as I told you. Apple is 0, orange is 1, banana is 2, and kiwi is 3. Okay, let's move on. We want to append the word ananas in the list number 2, by apple, orange, banana, and kiwi. And then we want to pop the index number 3 of the fruit list 1. It means it's going to be, as you can see, 0, 1, 2, 3. Normally the word cocoa shall pop. And then you can also remove the word cocoa from the list. But I'm not going to do that. I want to keep my list. And then you go ahead and print the fruit list once again. So we just remove the comments here in front, meaning that, again, I have to, pass the name of my file right here. So I press enter. And here we have the result. We have apple, orange, banana, kiwi, ananas, because we have appended ananas in the list number 2. As you can see above here at line 12, we didn't have ananas. And now we have it when we append. And then we wanted to pop the index number 3, which is cocoa, and it's all standing down here. I hope you can see right. Let me make it a little bigger with Control+. This is how you make it big in VS Code. Now you can see better what we just did, our 2 list. And when we go down here, we see better our moves. Okay, this is how a list works. Okay, now back to our Programiz. Let's move on. We're gonna get rid of this and start with a set. Let's start with a simple set list. We're gonna call it set 1 because I want 2, and we're gonna get that in curly brackets. It has to be curly brackets when it comes to set. And here we can do it with some integers and not with our fruits. So I have set 1, 1 until 7, and then for the set 2, I added some letter X, Y, Z, and then 5, 6, 7, because here we can have a duplicate also for the set. And when we print, we're going to first print the set 1 and set 2. So we're going to type here print, and we want the set 1, comma, set 2. And then we also want to print the type of set 1 or set 2. It's the same one. But let's print first. Here we have printed the 2 sets, the 1 and the 2. And it is telling you that is class set. If you print the type of set 2, you're going to have the same thing. So let's run this one too. And it's also set. Both are set. And then I wanted to show you that we can do so many different things also on a set list, like this type of operators. Let's run this. And as you can see here, for print set 1 and set 2 with the different operators, you have all answers appearing right here. Okay, now let's get rid of all this set list, and I'm going to show you an example of the frozen set now. So we get rid of that and we start new. So this is my frozen set list. It's a real little list, and here we have both the normal brackets and the dancing brackets, and I just got an ABCD in here, and now we just want to add here X equal frozen set fruit list. We want to frozen set this list, so we're going to print the fruit list and then print X. Let's run it. Okay, this is our fruit list, ABCD, and we printed X as a frozen set. So frozen set is ABCD. This is our frozen set of the fruit list ABCD. And now we want to print also the type of fruit list, so you can see, and then we print also the type of our X, which is frozen set. Let's run and see. So here you have first we have printed the fruit list, as you can see, and then the frozen set ABCD, and then it's telling you that the fruit list is a type set, and that the X is the class frozen set. It's good to remember that each time we're going to print the fruit list, it's going to be displayed in a different order. As you can see now, we have B, A, C, D. Each time you're going to print it, it's going to be, now it's C, D, A, B. It's going to be a different order. Okay, now let's start with our tuple. Let's get rid of this one. And here are the tuple list. I have top 1 A, B, C, D. This one is always in normal brackets. The tuples are always in normal brackets. Now you know how to print. So let's say we print top 1 and then top 2, and then we want to see also the type of these two. Okay, we run. So we have printed our two tops, the top 1 and top 2, and both are class tuple, as you can see. Okay, now I just added here top 1 plus equal top 2, and then we can print all of them, and we can also print, for instance, twice the same tuple list. Like here, down here, I want to print twice top 2. Let's run it all and see. As you can see here, we have top 1 and top 2 in the same house, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then we have our two classes, and here we have also printed 2 times the top 2, EFG, EFG. These are the kind of things you can do with the tuples. All right, now let's come to our different if. We have first the simple one, the if else, the simple if x. We are going to start with, let's start with an x equal, let's put 25 for instance. And then we're going to start straight with the if x equal or more. Now let's put more or greater, a little further than, let's put here 15 for instance, and we make sure we get the colon, and then we're going to print, let's say we print, I'm going to say x is greater than 15, huh? X is greater than 15. And then we go further and we add here else, but we have to put it by the x here. We have to care about the indents as usual here in Python. And we get a colon for else. And here we're going to print x is not greater than 15. This is just an easier example for those who want to practice. And here it's standing. This is a type of mistake I want to show you. So we have to make sure we put them here inside, you see. So now we can print again. And now x is greater than 15. And it's true, x is 25. Let's put a 5 inside instead of 25, for instance, and we run again. And x is not greater than 15. Of course, you can change here. You can put a 25, or let's put a 97, or a big number like this. And here, let's put a 105, for instance. And here we have to change too, you see. If you put here 15, you're going to get an error. Here you have to put the same 975 here. You change everywhere. And then when you're sure, you run. And we have x is not greater than 975. Why? Because x is 105, you see. That's really easy to understand. So if you put here bigger than 975, let's put a 985, we run, x is greater than 975. That's an easy if-else function. So now let's move on with another one. I'm just gonna comment this part and keep it here just for those who want to copy. Okay, this is another example. Right now, this is if, elif, and else. As I told you, we're going to see the difference in examples. Here, this is grade, I did put here 25, but the idea is that if the grade is more or equal 90, it's going to be A. If it's between 80 and 90, it's going to be B. Between 70 and 80, it's going to be C. Between 60 and 70, it's going to be D, or else it's going to be E. This is really easy to understand the if, elif, and else this way. So I have printed it, and right now we have E, and E is under 70, you know, so the output is E. But if we change, let me run this one more time so you can see it's E, because here it's 25, but if we put let's put a number between 80 and 90, like 85, just for you to see the different outputs. And now we have B, as you can see. Why? Because 85 is between 80 and 90, so we have printed B. So if we change and we get a number between 70 and 80, let's put here 75, because this is so that you know, you can understand how if, elif, and else work. So right now we have C because we are, between these two, the elif 70 and 80. And then if we put, as we did put before, we had 25, which is not even between 60 and 70. That's why it was E. But let's put now a 65 so we can get the letter D. I hope you understand the meaning of it. So if your grade is 65, of course, you're going to get a D because your grade is between 60 and 70, and this is a condition. If it's not filling the condition, it's going to be a E. So let's put again here like a 15, and we run, and it's going to get us another E. Why? Because it's not filling the conditions you have put here. So this is really easy to understand. But now let's get another example so you can have more idea. This one is a real funny example I found, studying Python in the browser in different websites. This one is so funny. So I wanted to share this one to understand the if-else, like I did explain to you before with A, B, C, D, E. Now with a concrete example, and I bet this one you're going to understand. Here we have the age 25, for instance. This one we can change to. If age is more than 90, print you are too old to party, my friend. Elif, age is under 0, you are yet to be born. Elif, age is more or equal 18, print you are allowed to party, or else you are too young to party. Okay, let's run this example. And because here the age is 25, it says you are allowed to party. But now let's get a 19 here, for instance. It's also you are allowed to party because he's above or she's above 18. Let's put here 100, and we run. Here it's sending you are too old to party, my friend. Why? Because it's above 90. And now if we put, let's say, and here we have this 45 again, and it's sending you are allowed to party. Okay, we good. And this is our last if example. This is the if, else, and return. Okay, def type of int I. If I remainder 2 equals 0, return even, else return odd. And the result is a type of int. I put a 7, so we have an odd, but we can put anything. I mean, let's put an 8 this time, and the 8 is even. I mean, that's easy. Okay, now we have seen all these if examples and also the list, set and Frozenset and Tuples. And I hope you could learn something new, or I could refresh your memory with something you forgot about. The rest is coming next, if God willing. Until then, may He bless you. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.